Good morning or good night, everyone. In this video, I'm gonna to rank best ranked almost all the characters in this tiers. Newbie, no practical, no experience in fighting. Amateur used to fight because he can fight. Probably used to throw hand sometimes, or it's like he's done some combat sports. It's a little expertise in martial arts. Is very simply good fighting instinct. Pro fighter, pro level fighter. Is definitely a pro. Is definitely an expert in some kind of sport, like boxing, jiu-jitsu, martial arts, and this kind. But it's not at the highest tier, or is simply very strong, and has shown to be at the level those type of people. A high level pro fighter. There's like the top dog of some kind of sports, of like very high level of some more mainstream sports. Superhuman, it's people that destroy all the people in these inferior tiers. Are like monstrous for human standard. God of fighting. They are the ones above everyone and anything else. The monsters. Today, let's start with the first one. Snap. The newbie. Is a newbie. It's like he said he can fight. Anyone can beat him. Even started a serious Albin that's like the weakest of the weak. Good camera though. Our boy, greatest camera, but Albin best friends. I love him. He should have deserved his ending the goal. Right. This is a spoiler alert for this video. There are gonna be spoilers. So, if you haven't checked the manhwa or the anime, I advise you to do this. To do it because they're very good. Very good. I like it really much. I like ended it in 2 weeks time. The manhwa that's actually pretty long. So continue. With him it's like low level pro fighter. Okay, he's a genius. He's stated to be an absolute genius that mastered the three-way round kick, round spinning kick that not even Taewoon could do it perfectly. He's done it like just by saying it. But I can put it higher because he destroyed one of the people. I don't remember actually his name. When I can find it. Where he is? This one. That I'm gonna put it here just for sake of it. One of the underling that probably on the same level, just with his kick, and is probably able to spam it or like learn new techniques if you really tried. But I haven't shown like too much of it and has died off pretty fast. And you should remember it if you watch this series, the time of flashback. One of the peak moments of the series. But what? High pro fighter, very strong. Yeah, he beat Magi. Was for a little bit on par with Museong. Sumo plus Bok, great fighter, great physical strength and great endurance. A bit too like concentrated. He is willing to do everything for a fight, for his particular situation that I won't spoil too much, but his backstory felt a little bit like one, even though he wasn't one of the weakest one among the scholarship students that we saw in the second arc. Daniel Smith, I also think he should be right about here. At the end of the day, he was a pro MMA fighter. He fight with Museong, even though he lost against a weaker version of him. Still, I think no, because of the performance of Mawaji against a stronger Museong, I think he should be lower. Still a very strong fighter, and he was practically destroyed by Obin at a certain point after his little time skip and training with Samdak. The lapsus of his name. And then Laga Garcia is a world champion. He's like world champion here, is like top of the top. God of fighting, a real monster. He's able to dodge guns with fairly easy. He destroyed the entire gang of the cartel back in South America, and is the museum mentor. But it's not the strongest. But still, absolutely good fighting a monster, even though we didn't see much of him. Didn't saw much of him. And then it's Nameless. That is here because he has a gun and he has caused some little trouble to some deck. Not really much, but like some little trouble. That's still a very great feat again. Even though he was an older, weaker, and disarmed some deck, but for him everything has a weapon. So Jiang Chunbai, if I remember correctly, his name was this drug addict, very bad brother, really not a good person. But he was pretty good at kickboxing. He was a fairly decent kickboxer, so I'm gonna put it here. And then the god, the greatest sound deck. Be it old, be it young, is simply the strongest every time. The strongest in the series. Everyone is simply, except for maybe one person, is probably totally humbled by him. No way in hell someone gonna beat him. He's really stated he is the god of combat, he's the god of fighting, so Kim. Another high level pro fighter. He has caused some fairly issues to Ovin in their fight. Their fight is injured him fairly, and it caused a problem to lose to Gioli. I'm probably pronunciating this name really badly. I'm not a natural born English speaker, so like if my pronunciation, my words was not exactly every time correct, please excuse me. Then Doseong, where I put it? He's probably at the highest level this year. He's a prodigy and is practically on par with Wang Guk, and I'm talking a bit more in detail whenever we're going to go to him. Now we have Sao Asimon. Under superior probably at the lowest level this tier because he's the strongest out of all the scholarship students. He caused a bit of problem against a serious Obian, even though he wasn't trying to kill him while he was, but still was considered the strongest and was probably with training maybe considered a danger to Gioli. But he's one of the characters that I don't really like that much because he's strong for the sake of he is stronger. He has great instinct, he's more animal-like, so it's a bit of unpredictable style, but I didn't really understand much his strength. But yes, we have Taiwan next. Nothing to say, one of the probably main characters of the show, one of the fan favorites, beautiful prodigy of Taekwondo. Has improved a lot during the series and was even acknowledged by his father, Ain Sun-so. No, I have really bad memory. So, this guy is the Chinese way. I trying to pronounce his name. Li Pyeong, I think is the weakest of all the scholarship students. Still strong in this guy too. It caused Wang Guk some problems, but he was no match for him when he was serious, and it's more of the strategy, it's more a mastermind. He was easily defeated also by Kim. And now my opinion, but the most fascinating villain, Seonjun Baek. He's right here, maybe even right here, but he stated that he cannot dodge. I'm able to speak. A gun bullet if he shot directly at him. So he's gonna go behind the Nameless that has a gun. Is not afraid to use it, and is probably very skilled to use in using it. but still he defeated like hordes of people, all armed, hordes of gangster that will be probably all like in this tier. All of these while being stabbed, shot while after having fought many different people. A real monster, born to fight, judo expert, really strong in every regard. Wait, these ads, sorry for having it. Well, probably okay, I'm doing advertisement to Babel, Criterio and Due Ruote. I advise in Italian. If one of you understand, please ask them to do a sponsorship with me. I will be very glad. Okay, okay, so we're gonna go a bit of thing in order. Like we have now different version of Obin. This is like before time skip Obin. There's like low profile at the top of the low profile level because it's strong. Is beaten Jizuju fairly easy. Fairly consistently, but was very tired and couldn't beat Jiaoxu. I am probably remember his name before, but he's still behind because I think if he were at the top of this condition, he could be able to beat him fairly easy. Not fairly easy, but he could be able to do it. This is the after time skip Obin that I think should go right here. Right here, because it's become an absolute unit. He completely destroyed Daniel Smith. He defeated Giulia, that is probably on par, if not slightly inferior to Seonjun Bike at this point. And yes, it's done it, and he humbled probably everyone. Is become a top tier. And then we have the final version of Obin, that I think it's like right here, because he's a bit mastered a little bit the art of dodging a gun and going against weapons. I'm not sure if it could beat Nameless, because he dodged a gun is like pretty favorable conditions, but it was injured, it was tired, so maybe. And his opponent wasn't really skilled with the gun, so maybe he should probably be still behind, but I still think that given a bit of preparation he could still beat him. Magiri is like exactly with Daniel Smith. It's probably on the same level, ex-pro taekwondo athlete. There's also Ansung Seong, that's just right here. This is the world champions of WT Taekwondo. Is the Grandmaster of ITF Taekwondo, and it's like an expert of Ryokushin Karate. 9th Dan, is capable of dodging bullets with relative ease. He's destroyed many of the high officers of the new international gang that are very high level, and is considered by some like one of his peers, even though it was probably on par with an old Samdak. Still very impressive. It's second strongest in the series for sure, but if you ask me. Eunu Tang should be right here because he defeated him, but he had preparation because like the OBU videos. Still, it started one of those that started right here. Then after some months, it's like at the same progression to Obin. It's probably now around the top of this tier, if not higher, if he continued to study. Magi, my poor Magi. He cannot catch a dub. He simply cannot catch a dub. Everyone beats him. He can do it's probably, if he really put all of himself in a fight, should be probably around here, around the same level as Mawaji. but Mongolian names really hard. Sesierum, world champion, so it's definitely in these tiers, you know, a bit of boxing. It's a unit, it's ginormous practically. But honestly, maybe him, but I see all of these people be able to beat him, even though it was simply skill, they should be able to do it. Maybe not, maybe yes, but if I would really want to put him there, but I think it's maybe more fairly right here. Joshua should be here. Is show himself to be the second strongest out of the scholarship students because of all the fight he had with Taiwan, where he's shown to be like a little bit on par with him. He has a great expertise over knife, so I think should be right there. It's the second most dive into of the scholarship students. So I think should be right there because he steals fear a lot. Museong right above Taiwan. In the fight here, Obin and Taiwan had at the end of the series against multiple characters, is shown to have a better performance against Gioli than Taiwan, even though not much, and to be in general relative to him. So this placement is really fair because it's like a pro athlete in MMA, world class level, a prodigy with incredible strength. So it should be right here. And then oh my god, I forgot his name. No. Let's wait a second.